this all done and over with before we get snowed in, my man, because we got the blizzard of 2023 coming in. Welcome to Gabagalooza.
How's everyone doing?
That's AP. How's everybody doing on this February 27th of 2023, Monday night, 6:15 Eastern Standard Time.
Monday.
Yes, it is a glorious Monday, and it is now currently snowing in the tri-state area in the northeast, if I can speak English, the northeast coast of America, as we are in that part of the world. It is, snowing. We're going to get a lot of snow, and too bad there's no football on tonight, because that'll be a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, that would be perfect, but no, I gotta say, now, I actually get excited for Mondays now.
Yeah.
Like, I get excited to do the show. Like,
yeah, literally. It's kind of one of the main reasons we did it on a Monday anyways.
Yeah.
So we have an excuse to be excited for a Monday.
Quite literally. I'm ecstatic for that reason. Mm-hmm. But on this Monday, the Combine for the NFL has started.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's bringing a little bit of happiness to me because football is still very, very far away.
It's cool that basically, like, during the offseason, pretty much every week there's something new, which is cool.
Yeah, at least with signings,
Yeah.
Free agency will start, in a couple weeks, but then you have the Combine, and then you're going to end up having the draft.
Yeah.
But having the Combine come up, it at least gives myself, I look at the Colts, like, notifications like crazy, trying to think, are they going, okay, which quarterback are they looking into? Because I am dying to fucking know what quarterback Steichen and Jim Irsay and Chris Ballard will choose for the Indianapolis Colts.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's going to be a necessity. Let's just say that.
Definitely, and I know that's something that you've been really looking forward to since the beginning of the season, knowing that, like, okay, let's try to get a good pick this year, and a good quarterback, because there's some good quarterbacks in this draft, and you kept saying that to us, and
seriously, I will continue to say C.J. Stroud is that guy. Yeah. Bryce Young, he's under 6 foot, he's under 200 pounds. It's a small guy at quarterback, right? Russell Wilson at least has a little bit more weight to him, so I'm really concerned. That's all I can say. But with the Combine, there's going to be some people that end up just blowing up out of nowhere.
Yep.
And there's a lot of hype surrounding all the quarterbacks, and I'm expecting Bryce Young is the only quarterback, I believe, that is not participating in throwing at the Combine, which is a good sign for the rest of the quarterbacks. But for Bryce Young, it's, on the so-so end. He is projected to be the number 1 overall pick at this moment. But do we think that C.J. Stroud, he's already got that talent. Everyone knows his name already. Will Levis, Anthony Richardson, those are the other 2 quarterbacks that everyone, has a lot of controversy going around where they can maybe they get drafted in the top 10. Mm-hmm. Maybe they get drafted in the 3rd round. It's very hit or miss. And I'll say I don't think that the quarterbacks are going to be the ones that show out. I think Bijan Robinson out of Texas, the running back, I think he's going to show out. I think he's going to have a really good Combine.
I've heard a lot about that guy.
And I think...
I remember seeing him a lot in highlight films.
There's, 2 of the, main wide receivers that everyone's looking at in this draft are, Quentin Johnston, and then you have, Jordan Addison. Sorry for the mind blank there. But I expect them to have a really good week as well. Jalen Carter, who people say if the Bears keep that 1st overall pick, that might be their option. He is not participating in some of the events. And we mentioned Bryce Young earlier. Why do you think these guys aren't participating in some of the events?
The only reason why I could think that these guys wouldn't participate in events in a combine like this is just because of injury. And it could be, and not necessarily like it's not a strength for them, and they want to like someone can look at it as like, oh, they just don't want to do like their weaknesses in a combine rather than they just want them to just do their strengths in it.
Yeah.
It could also mean, and this is the most logical answer, is that like there's something. Like there could be something physically going on with like certain like events that take place in the combine where a player may not be able to perform at 100%.
That is also
physically,
that is
not necessarily
true.
talent wise, but physically. So
that is true.
That's what I think when I hear that.
I definitely think that injury plays a part in it, but I also think that some of these quarterbacks, I feel like most of them want to go out and show this is your time to shine. Like, this is your last chance to show it. Well, there are pro days, where after the combine, they will have these held events again where they're doing the same things, but it's going to be at their own facility. And I find it hard for, especially someone like Bryce Young, first overall talent. Everyone wants to see what you're going to be able to do. Mm-hmm. They expect all this hype out of Bryce Young, first overall pick, Alabama. Why is he not throwing? Mm-hmm. I don't know. I haven't heard anything saying if it's about injuries. I couldn't tell you. But
like I said, it could be playing to the strengths and weaknesses as well. It could be something that he's not necessarily the most strongest in that category with throwing. Is it like with throwing, category that he's not playing in? Is it like power? Is it like accuracy?
It's practically everything. You're throwing to route runners, and at the same time, the wide receivers are being judged as their route running and catching ability and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But the quarterbacks are the one that's throwing them the ball. So all these routes that they're doing, scramble drills, pocket passing drills, all these necessary things, for a thrower, So.
And this is up to the players.
Yes.
This is their
100%
decision.
up to the players.
Okay.
And, you could say, I don't want to do some things. I don't want to do this one specific thing. It could be any of them. Mm-hmm. But enough with the combine. Baseball's back.
It is. Spring training has officially started in the southernmost states of America, in Arizona and in Florida. The Grapefruit and the Cactus League. We keep forgetting that's the names of those leagues.
Yeah, really.
But spring training has started. It's an exciting time to actually watch live baseball again, to actually see your superstars play again, your favorite players play again live.
Isn't it nice just to be able to watch baseball?
It really is, especially now with it freaking snowing. I mean, it fills the void. It fills the void. Yeah, let me tell you.
So, along with all this, spring training, Manny Machado was up in the news the last week and a half, talking about inflation, and bringing up eggs in a press conference, determining what his wealth is, right? Mm-hmm. And apparently he got his word across as, him and the San Diego Padres were able to sign an 11-year deal for $350 million. Mm-hmm. Now, I don't know how much of this is guaranteed, but this is an extension of his own deal now. So it's 11 years from now.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Is he worth that money?
I mean, and me and Tony actually talked about it a little bit the other day when this all took place. We were both like, isn't he going to be ancient by the time this contract is done? Technically he is. Technically he is. But it's not as bad as we thought. We thought he was climbing to his mid-30s.
Yeah.
He's only 30.
Yeah.
So at the end of this contract, he will supposedly be 41. Who knows if he'll be playing by that point.
I mean, you would have to think that he has some kind of opt out in this as well.
Yes.
Right after a certain amount of years.
Yeah. There has to be. Yeah, probably after the 7th or 8th year.
I wouldn't doubt if there's a team opt out after maybe the 8th year of this deal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, same thing with team opt out year or just in retirement in general to see if he even plays by that point. But it's interesting to look at it, especially with the team that he's playing on. With obviously Tatis being up the middle with him, and him basically just that locks him up third base. He's the Padres' third baseman forever now.
Yes.
So, you're going to be seeing him there. And the Padres are basically saying, like, hey, like, we want this guy to come with us on our journey to the World Series, hopefully for them.
They are taking it a step. They said Steve Cohen in the offseason, he handed the MLB a platter, and he said, does anybody want a bite? And let me tell you, I feel like San Diego took everything off that plate.
Yeah.
And they are...
maybe a little more than they could chew.
They have...
Because the Padres don't really seem that type of team to be spending this much money.
Well, you got to think. They traded for Juan Soto. They have to sign him.
Mm-hmm. They got to sign him.
They have to give him money.
They've already thrown a shit ton of money towards Yu Darvish. They've already thrown a shit ton of money towards Fernando Tatis Jr.
Xander Bogaerts.
A bunch of money over to Xander Bogaerts. So it's very...
They have Joe Musgrove still.
It's odd to go gung-ho with this pick here. Now, do I see them doing anything else? No, definitely not. If you're going to do this, then you're done. you're calling it right here. This is what you got, all right?
Yes,
There's
your
no
team.
way in hell, unless you get some kind of trade in the offseason or during the season. That's about it.
Yeah.
There's no other signings here. I don't see anything else being done by the San Diego Padres. They are done. That's their closing statement. Boom, we got Machado for the rest of his life. And I don't have to see him in a Yankee uniform.
So, with this signing, a lot of money has been given out this off-season, and technically this has been during the season. But who might be the next person to get that much money? I'm going to give you some names here that are coming up within the next 2 years of free agencies. Ohtani, Shohei, Aaron Nola, Julio Urias, the pitcher. Mm-hmm. Juan Soto, we talked about him a little bit. Tim Anderson, Big Meat Pete, right? We have Paul Goldschmidt, Jose Altuve, Alex Bregman. Mm-hmm. And then correct me if I'm wrong, Yordan Alvarez has not signed a long-term deal with Houston either.
I don't think so.
And he must be eligible within the next 3 years.
Yeah.
So, some big names coming up.
Yeah. For me, I would say that the biggest sweepstake next year is going to be Ohtani.
Yeah, I can agree with you
whoever
there.
gives them, whoever he signs with is going to give him a boatload of money.
Yep.
It's going to be a lot. There's no kicking, there's no kicking around about it. It is what it is. Ohtani is going to get that money. He deserves that money, especially if he plays the same this year as he has done in the past few years. He's going to get the money. The question is, who's going to spend it? Who's actually going to get it?
Yeah, really.
And it's insane. I literally don't know where he's going to go. I don't think he's returning to the Angels. But, where else is he going to go?
So. Now, technically, extensions can be signed up into the year of, but the Mets, Big Meat Pete, you want him long term.
Yeah. He's the franchise player. I mean, he's been here since 2019. Homegrown guy. He had been big in the prospect. His prospect years. He's definitely going to be, a big part of this organization, and I'd be shocked if the Mets don't throw something at him.
Yeah, absolutely.
To franchise tag him,
Well, I mean,
in a way, just to keep him because he's the face of the franchise.
He is.
Him and Lindor really are the face of the franchise.
Absolutely.
If you think about it. With DeGrom gone, now it's definitely Pete and Lindor.
Absolutely. I would still say that, last year Pete was still the guy. I would say that Lindor last year took a real step up as well as
absolutely.
the guy.
As his Met career and being a Met guy, absolutely. Yeah. Both of them were great in the playoffs, so, it's going to be very interesting.
So, along with spring training, starting up, a lot of young guys are going to get their shot. Do you see any standouts so far?
I mean, didn't Dominguez hit a home run in his first game?
He did.
And that was pretty cool to see, and he hit it pretty far.
Beatty did as well.
Beatty did as well in his first at-bat of spring training against Houston. And that was cool. I saw that when it happened.
As a Yankee fan, Jason Dominguez is, it's nice to see him coming along well, but I really want to see Volpe and Oswaldo Peraza really step up.
Yeah, I know, especially Volpe, just because of how much of a big top guy everyone's been putting on him. ever since the start of his career. So, and also another guy that I'm going to be looking at all season long is Masataka Yoshida.
Yeah.
He's already got off to a great start.
Yeah, he has.
He's already got like 2 or 3 hits in 2 games. He played today.
He hit a double off the ball, I believe, in his first game.
Yeah. He hit in his first game. Yeah, I believe he hit a double. He also drove in a run. He hit a sac fly to the track, and then yesterday he hit another ball to the wall, hit the wall, and it was. If you guys, you need to look him up. Masataka Yoshida. Look up his highlights. His swing is beautiful.
Yeah,
it's the best swing on earth, man. I swear to God. Like
it really is.
I spam them with all the freaking highlights of him playing, and his swing. Oh God.
His swing is chef's kiss.
Oh, it's just absolutely fantastic.
But what other rookies do you think might make a name for themselves this offseason? Or this spring offseason? This spring training?
It's hard to make that turnaround.
Bobby Miller, maybe? James Outman from the Dodgers, both of them?
Yeah, Bobby Miller, I think, will definitely, once he starts playing, he'll definitely tear the league up, in my opinion.
I think Ellie De La Cruz might do something here. I think his brother as well. I can't pronounce his first name, but his brother, I believe he might have a good season spring training as well with Miami. What was the prospect that Novelli Marte? I think that he might also step up a little bit this year. But then there's not too many other guys that I really think will shine, so to say.
I mean, like, at some point, Francisco Alvarez is going to have to get the playing time behind the plate.
Yep.
I don't know about immediately. I don't know what they're going to do. I would like to think that they're going to have Navarez and Nito up and then keep Alvarez in AAA for now. And then bring him up when needed. But when he starts playing, he was playing in meaningful games, but he was kind of playing with guys that were, like, not necessarily in the lineup every day. Once he starts being part of the starting lineup and get into a groove, he'll go ape shit. I totally believe that. And same thing with Brett Beatty. I think it's we're going to talk about this throughout the season, and it's probably going to happen. At some point, the Mets are going to have to do something about Fogo if they want to keep Beatty.
Yes, absolutely.
They're going to have to do something about that.
We were talking about that the other day.
Yeah, absolutely. And other than that, like the Yankees, I mean, like, I don't know if Volpe's ready to be in a higher level of baseball yet.
As a Yankee fan, all I want to see out of Volpe is promise. That is literally all I want to see. That he can at least do the basic things well. Yep.
And he's starting at second base tonight. Actually.
So I'm very excited to see what happens with these rookies. So I want to bring up something because this is the first season that this has been happening. Do you remember the old computer game, Backyard Baseball?
Oh, God, man. The computer game and the Game Boy, man.
So, this is the first season where every featured player in that game is gone.
Not currently playing. They're alive,
yes,
but they're not playing. None of them are playing. Albert Pujols was the last one.
Yep.
Now he's done. He retired. He's retired now. So, yeah, that's actually funny how you mentioned that. I just realized that my childhood is now
all of them
gone.
All of them. They're all retired now. They're all not playing.
Not playing anymore. They're all
outdated.
The game is officially outdated.
Yes. So, time for a little recap of last week's episode. We started a new segment called Ashley's Outrageously Random Questions.
Yay! I have to make a screen for that.
Yeah.
I don't have a screen for that yet, but we're gonna make a screen for that. That's for damn sure.
We got 10 more questions coming at you. And we're gonna save one question, so an extra question for the audience to give us your input about it as well.
For you guys to answer. Dun, 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 dun.
All right. Well, you went first last time, so
I did go first last time.
Here we go. Question number 1. Would you rather be drunk or high?
Okay, well, we're starting off with the I guess, not safe for work questions. 18 plus questions. 21 plus questions, because, I mean, you shouldn't be drunk at 18. You shouldn't be. But if I had to choose between being drunk or high, I'd rather be high.
I would agree. Drunk people are... They get on my nerves sometimes.
Yeah,
that's all I can say.
Yeah, I will say that. Oh my god, dude, when we went out to dinner, it was my pop's B-day last night. Quick shout out to my pops. Late happy
Shout
birthday
out. Happy belated birthday, Chuck.
Mr. Murph. Papa Murph. There was a dude that was next. Oh my god, he was blasted. He was plastered, and he was loud.
When you do that in public, it's just
He was so
it's
loud.
annoying to other people.
And so, like, he had a boyfriend there. He actually seemed like a cool guy, because he was the one that was kind of like, hey, like, come, shh. Like, I would hear him go, shh, and he'd be like, shut the fuck up, Sammy. I'm like, okay, buddy. We get it. You're loud. Calm down. It was just the fact that he was just so loud, and, like, we literally heard every word he said.
Yeah.
And then his boyfriend was actually, like, courtesy to the people around him, where he literally would take him out for a walk. Yeah. And then they come back, or go to the bathroom and come back.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, props on that guy. Props on him. I give him a lot of credit. All right. So the first of my questions, even though they're all, I mean, it's all the same, the segment here. Yeah, my mom knows. She knows. She was there. Our next question number 2 is, would you smell if you were near a love potion from Harry Potter? What would you smell? What would you smell like if you were near a love potion?
So the love potion emanates...
What would you smell?
It emits...
It emits your favorite smell, right?
Yeah, so...
Or, like, one of your favorite smells?
Yeah, so, I love pine. Like, I love that smell. It's...
That's a great question.
I feel like banana bread would be on there.
Oh, man. There's so many smells that, like, if you just name them out, and then I go, like, oh, that too. Like, there's a lot.
Yeah.
I would say, like, sunscreen.
Really?
I really like the smell of sunscreen.
Okay.
That's like one of my weird... If there was a question here that said, like, what's your favorite smell that's a weird smell? Sunscreen. I love the smell of sunscreen. It reminds me of summer.
So...
It reminds me of being happy in the summertime, where I had no regrets and no responsibilities. I just go and swim and have fun and play baseball.
So...
Or go to baseball games.
Anything else?
Probably. I mean, banana bread's a great smell too.
It really is.
I love the smell of like the Jolly Ranchers, like like the actual smell of the Jolly Ranchers. I really like. I'm
gonna throw a weird one at you here. Fresh cut grass.
I was actually gonna say that. I'm actually really liking the smell of freshly cut grass now.
I love it.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, like I really I dig that a lot too. You know what's one smell? You want to know another weird smell that I like? I wouldn't put this like in a love potion, but just like it popped in my head. It's weird. It's gonna be weird. Mothballs.
Okay.
I don't know what it is. I actually like the smell.
Okay. So I guess if I would have to say,
a little off topic here.
Out me with a weird smell. I love the smell of gas.
You like the smell of gas. I don't like the smell
I
of gas.
love the smell of gas.
I actually don't like the smell of gas.
It's something.
But what else actually being a love potion? I guess freshly cut grass. I guess, and like sunscreen. Like like lotion. I just like the smell.
So for question number 3, out of the two of us, who would win in the Hunger Games?
Out of the two of us, who would win in the Hunger Games? Damn, we're already killing each other? Jeez.
Yeah, really?
God.
No. This is a false question, and I'll tell you why. Those berries, we're taking them ourselves. The two of us.
Yeah.
At the same time.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah.
We're going down together, brother.
Yeah, if we're going down, we're going down together. I'd have to agree with you. I have to agree. And yeah.
Falsified question.
Mm-hmm.
Come at me, Ashley.
I'm not thumbs upping that question. All right. Anyway, the fourth question of the night: When should have Tom Brady retired? When should he have legitimately retired?
After Tampa won.
After the Tampa win? Yeah. After the first, I'm gonna retire.
And if it wasn't then, I think it should have been when he left the Patriots.
Yeah.
Because he was there for such a long time. He'd already won more Super Bowls than anybody.
Mm-hmm.
I really think that, those 2 years, it could have been any one of them. I definitely can't.
Mm-hmm. By the way, we have a new sub today that I want to give a shout out. Justice Tech Pros, thank you very much.
Oh,
really
thank you very
appreciate it,
much.
my man, and thank you for building up the community
Absolutely.
with us. And we'll help yours out as well because we do that. We do that thing to nice people.
So, question number 5.
Yes.
What is your theme song?
I have to give that because my uncle, who my Uncle Marty, who sadly is not here with us anymore.
Shout out Uncle Marley.
He
Uncle Marty.
You go up to me and just go, man, to the Mac cave, and then just leave. And then just be like, man.
Shout out Uncle Marty.
So yeah, I'd say that, like the Batman theme, but instead of Batman, it's Batman. I'd say that.
Okay. It's hard to like.
Other than that, I wouldn't know exactly like what my theme song would be. You know what I mean?
Tequila.
Tequila. You don't drink shit.
I know I don't drink, but that's how my head feels.
Shit, but it's a funny song. It just kind of sums up, like, just tequila. If you ever went karaoke, you're doing tequila.
That's a good question. I'll just say Return of the Mac.
Ooh, Return of the Mac. That's a good song.
That's a good song.
That's a groovy song. Mm-hmm. That's a very groovy song.
Are you?
But then the hot chocolate, because it was so good I had to take a sip because it finally cooled down. All right, the next question is, what is the best advice you have ever been given?
Shout out my dad. Patience is a virtue. He pounded into my head that patience was a virtue.
Mm-hmm. Same thing with my dad.
And I will say it's my biggest quality, patience.
Mm-hmm. I mean, like, same thing with my dad and my mom. I mean, both of them kind of advocated, myself to like, be you kind of thing. Like, be happy with who you are.
Yeah.
The things that you like, really. You know what? I will say, I advocate this a lot in my life, and I remind myself basically almost every day. And my parents told me this: appreciate the little things.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Appreciate the little things.
That is really a good one.
Like, seriously, it really goes a long way if you really think about it. If you just appreciate just the littlest shit that you get, that you take advantage of every single day, and be thankful for it.
Seriously,
it literally just makes you more happy.
Oh my God, seriously, like this. I like, maybe one day we'll blow up, right? But for the people that are here today, thank you for being here. Like,
that's another,
like
yeah,
that's
absolutely.
it's
Another
like the
great
perfect example. Like, appreciate the little things. Like, if we had 0 people here to watch this, I'd still appreciate that we're doing this.
I would still appreciate that. Yeah, we're actually finally doing this. We're finally putting this out here and having fun. With my love, with our love, really, of broadcasting. And really, just being here, like being a bunch of goofballs and just having fun.
Really.
Like, I mean, we did this every day by ourselves in our like family's basements when we were kids.
Really.
So like, it's nice to like actually use like the adult amenities that we now come to accustomed to in technology, and to be able to.
I can't. I'm. Old Fowler House, was that one? The street that you guys lived on?
Peggy.
Man, that house.
Oh,
the
yeah,
house
man.
was something.
Oh, dude, like
Shamros Shadeen.
Shamrock Sardine, the
If
name
you
of our
know,
football
you
city.
know.
We also need to do one of these days, guys, and we're gonna do it on our show. We're gonna do like a story segment where we just talk about
Yes.
our past lives and some of the
Yeah.
shenanigans that we went through. The funniest
Yeah.
shit, like it's just and the stupidest. Like,
And we
it's-
can watch some of our old like videos that we
oh,
have still.
Yeah, if I still have, yeah, I'm pretty sure I still.
Well, I mean, talk time with Anthony's there. I mean, that's you know.
with Anthony. Oh my god.
All right. Next question. This is question number 8.
7.
But what is the longest you have sat on the toilet for?
Oh my goodness.
Well, I can tell you,
Longest I've sat.
it's a while.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. There have been moments where I've gotten off the toilet for being off for so long where my legs literally just died on me.
Yeah.
Like, I literally collapsed to the floor or barely able to keep my legs up just because of how much asleep they
So, I guess a little bit of story time. I mean, I think the longest that I've stayed in the bathroom on the toilet was in boot camp. And I got in trouble for it, and I then got in trouble, and then got sent to the medical wing because I was on the toilet for like 45 minutes, and I would not move.
Oh, no.
It was a stinky!
You want a stinky story time?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
No, I've talked about this before. I took my dad to Old Timers Day.
Oh.
The day before that, at my job, right? Every Friday we get a free meal. And that Friday we got taco bowls. Holy shit, did that taco bowl go right through me the next day. When we got to the ballpark, man, and probably like halfway through the car trip to the stadium, like, I was barely holding it in. Like, it was...
I remember this story.
It fucking hurt! I was standing on line, man, and it hurt. Like, I had never felt so much physical pain up my ass, alright? There was so much pain. And then we got into the stadium. I'm going to the bathroom. Immediately, I'm going to the bathroom. And my dad's like, okay. I go to the... Oh, my God. I feel so sorry for the gentleman who went into the stall after me. I came out of that bathroom like a half hour later. My dad had already bought a beer and halfway drunk it. And I come out and he's like, you okay? And I'm like...
No!
I think I am now.
Oh, man. How's it going?
Oh, my... It was so bad. And it was... listen, it's August. So the bathrooms aren't air-conditioned.
No.
A little bit, like, not terrible, like, you know, I was still sweating my ass off, too, man. It was so bad.
Oh,
it was
man.
so bad. It was so bad. But, yeah, I would say that was one of the longest times I've ever been on a toilet. And that was a public toilet, not even my home toilet.
And
That was
that's
even worse.
That's disappointing.
It's very disappointing. And, yeah, there have been many times where I've been on my toilet for a very long
least-
time. Literally because I'm on this thing.
Yeah.
I'm watching YouTube. I'm watching TikTok.
I will say,
It's a curse.
you know, at
Blessing, get a curse.
least my bathroom was squeaky clean. Because we were made to clean it every day. And guess what? My job was in our dorm. Bathroom duty.
Yeah, buddy. Oh man, but yeah. Anyway, next to our next question. This is a question number 8, and it. Nick Cannon or Rebecca Black? Isn't Rebecca Black the one who made Friday?
Oh, man.
Isn't that
Now I can understand.
right?
So, you know, they make Wild and Out, right? You know the show?
Yeah.
They make fun of Nick Cannon's music because it's, like, pretty bad.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm guessing it's, who would you rather prefer?
Would you rather prefer? I don't listen to either of these two.
It ain't gonna be Friday.
No.
It'll never be Friday. Nick Cannon.
I would say Nick Cannon too.
No matter how bad it is.
Yeah, no. That I hate. God, do you remember that when that came out? That was like what, 2010, 2011?
Oh, God.
That's when we like started to get like used to the internet and like crap. Like it was very, very,
Yeah.
very bad.
All right. My last question here. Question number 9. What is the dumbest fight you have been in?
dumbest fight ever. Oh, there's many dumb fights I've been with my brother. I would say the dumbest fight I ever been with my brother was the one morning where I dislocated the shoulder for the first time over a piece of fucking bread because he had eaten my cinnamon toast bread and it was gone. And I was dumb and I'm like, fuck, and I threw the empty bag at him. And it didn't do anything. But then he he took that as a threat, and so he was like, "Oh, you want to fucking go? Let's fucking go." We're like, "Oh, okay, fucking." And then we just wrestled the crap out of each other. It's like 6 a.m. in the morning.
Oh man,
that was the last. That was probably the last. That was the last brother fight that I ever had. Physical, shoving each other. We never punched each other. We never went to the extreme like that.
Yeah.
But we would push and shove and wrestle each other. That was about it. And it was so bad that, he actually dislocated my shoulder when it had happened.
So I have two. Now, one is an actual. I guess it would be an actual fight. It's the only fight I've ever been in my life, right? And it was with. You remember Jason Carge? By chance?
Can't say it rings a bell.
It was when I lived in the village with my mom, but down by the park, he had done the same thing with another kid, and then I basically went and told his mom. And then he found out, obviously, the next day, where we get off the school bus, and as I'm walking back, he says, let's go play some basketball. So I'm like, okay, I like basketball. I like shooting hoops. So we get there, and then he just says, well, put him up. And it was the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. I'll say another one, too, is outside of Randy's house with DJ. Me and DJ will be on the show eventually, but he's my childhood brother, right? Along with this guy and the other three, or the other two, I should say. But, yeah, there's many fights outside of Randy's house, just over dumb, stupid, talking back and forth with each other, calling names and stuff. And then, DJ and me like to shove each other around, and, I went and oh, I'm gonna hit you, and go, woo, go, and went to go do it, and purposely try to miss. Well, he was walking forward, for some reason, and, well, I hit him barely on the chin. And then he chased me all around, and then he tackled me in Randy's front lawn, and we started wrestling.
Oh, God.
Oh, man. That was good times.
Those were great times. Really. I mean...
Football at Randy's house.
Football at Randy's house. Hockey at Randy's house. Wiffle ball at Randy's. We didn't even play wiffle ball at his house. We played we would use the big stuffed balls.
Yeah.
And when you hit them, it would go boom. It was the loudest, just it was so satisfying. That was, we did that at his house. We played wiffle ball at mine, but we played tennis ball at your house.
Yes.
We would use the tennis ball and the metal bats.
Metal bat.
Mm-hmm. And we would launch that tennis ball.
Yeah, we did.
Launch that tennis ball.
We hit Rose's windows so many times.
Poor Rose, man. We hit her windows so many damn times. Oh, man.
She was never home, though.
She was never home, which was great. It was great. All right, so...
Uh-oh, apparently you're in trouble. You should check your phone.
I am in trouble. Why? Why am I in trouble? Is because I'm swearing like a sailor?
Uh-oh.
Oh, we're just getting new subs, and then I need to shout out people.
Oh.
We do have Angela, who I do know that Mom subs to, and she does her shows. Thank you for that as well. We know that Justice Tech Pros, we push back. Appreciate it.
Oh. And, thank you very much. We need to make an alert for that.
We do. There
really
is
need
something
to make an alert
with
for that.
With Streamlabs that we can put up whenever someone... I think it works for YouTube as well when someone subscribes to you or follows you. It does that for Twitch.
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
I use Streamlabs for
figure
Twitch
that out.
where it literally shows you a notification was something.
Everybody that has subbed, we thank you. Mm-hmm. In largely thank you. But we can't really tell at the moment. So We'll figure that out. Next podcast we'll make sure that's figured out.
Yeah, we'll definitely get alerts starting. Because listen, this is a work in progress. We're starting to get used to this. We've never used really Streamlabs on YouTube before, and we've never done Streamlabs like this. We usually just do gaming live streams, so it's a little more different, and we use them on Twitch. So, but we will have something that will be able to show how everyone is able to follow us. Yes, I can see the comments, Mom. Yes, I can. We'll be able to, see that when that pops up, and you guys will be notified as well. You'll be able to see it on the screen. And, so I guess we can move on to...
Question number 10.
This is the last question before our question for you guys.
And we expect some replies in the comments, everybody.
Mm-hmm. We picked a random one.
Yes.
Out of that one.
They are all random. I can assure you that.
I don't want to say this one. So I guess we're going straight to you answering the.
We will not be saying that question that we saw. This question was not a very appropriate question to be putting on stream. Now, maybe to us alone, but not to you guys, because, oh my goodness, that's... Sorry, Ashley, but no.
Okay, alright, hold on. Maybe we twist it around a little bit here, okay?
How the hell do we twist that around?
Alright, it's snowing out.
Okay.
You've peed in the snow.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
When was the last time?
When was the last time you peed in the snow?
Okay. When was the last time I peed in the snow? I don't know. Maybe when I was like 10.
So.
I used to do. You know what I used to do? I used to in my old house. I used to go behind the shed. Do it behind the shed. So no one would see me.
Yeah, except for your crazy neighbor. So. A little story time. At my dad's house, there was only one bathroom in the house, and Bethany would take a while in the shower and in the bathroom, and I wasn't comfortable doing what I would do with my dad if he was in there and just walk in and pee. Mm-hmm. So it was snowing out, and I waited like an hour. This was while she was pregnant with Violet, my sister, and she was getting sick, and I couldn't hold it no more. So I walked into our front yard, where the window is. And the steps, right? And I literally turned to the steps and peed right there against the house. Bethany and my father already know this, so I'm justified, at least. All right.
Unfortunately, Angelo, we do not have a Twitter right now. We were thinking about it, and at some point we're gonna make a Twitter.
Yes.
As well as a Facebook, so that it's just easier to be able to.
Yes.
Straight up. If you guys just follow that to know that we're going live instead of just doing that on our individual accounts. But otherwise, like I do have two Twitters. I have a gaming Twitter and my main Twitter. But other than that, we do not have a Twitter right now. But it's a work in progress. Yeah. Definitely, our socials are definitely going to be a thing. We're gonna have an Instagram, a Twitter, and a Facebook. So be on the lookout for that.
Just in time. Mm-hmm. That's all. All right, so now is the time for your perspective. I want to hear you guys here. Mm-hmm. Would you eat moon cheese if the moon was made of cheese?
I already know my answer. But what's your answer? If the moon
was cheese.
Was made of cheese, would you eat that cheese?
Cheese, Gromit.
Cheese, Gromit. The moon's made of cheese. Not even Wednesday.
I'll tell you what. Just wipe that space dust and eat it up.
I take a scooper. Just scoop.
Just scoop it.
Yeah, that's what they did in Wallace and Gromit.
I mean, honestly, yeah.
That's what they did in Wallace and Gromit.
So
Mama says she try it. Ashley says she try it.
Okay.
So we got two saying that yes, they will try it.
Okay. All right. I mean, honestly, this is not
lunar cheese.
Yeah, that's what you would call it.
That's what we would call it. That sounds kind of dope.
That does sound kind of dope.
Lunar cheese.
Lunar cheese. That does not sound bad. Mm-hmm. Honestly.
Does not sound bad at all.
So let's see. Does anyone else want to say their input? Would you try the lunar cheese?
Would you try cheese on the moon? The moon is made out of cheese. Would you take a scooper, scoop it up, and eat it? Or bring crackers and pepperoni. Well, I think it was pepperoni. I don't even know what they brought, but like, I would do that.
I would do that.
Bring crackers.
Dude, give me a Lunchable. I'll go right up there.
Just take out,
I'll take the cheese and I'll toss it in his face.
And then just eat the lunar cheese.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yes, Mom, ask us a question, please.
Ask a question, please.
But yeah, I would do that. Give me a little thyme bread with an extra virgin olive oil and yeah, there you go, right there. That's what I'm talking
Absolutely.
about right there. That's what I'm talking about right there. Oh yeah, baby.
Give me
yeah.
cold cut combo.
That sounds good, man. You're making me hungry. You're making me hungry, Justice. You're making me hungry, man. That sounds awesome.
That does sound really good.
Yeah, I gotta do that more often, man. On game days, eat like cheese crackers and like some kind of meat.
Well, so I mean, like at my family like gatherings, at least it's always nashis. They always call them nashis. Finger foods, right?
Okay.
They'd lay out cheese. They lay out a bunch of cheese, a bunch of crackers, maybe some pretzels, some dip, some breadsticks with salami around it. The Italian. Now let's Italian.
We are both Italian.
Yes. Yes,
indeed. Oh no, I am a Murphy. I am Irish, but I'm also Giraisi. Alright? Alright? What was your mother? Your mother's main name was Perry, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course. Yes. How many strikeouts has Ryan had in his professional career so far? Ryan Murphy being my brother, who was in professional baseball. He has started spring training as well with the San Francisco Giants. I want to guess. We're just going to, off the top of our heads, in his minor league career, his professional baseball career so far, how many strikeouts has he had total?
I want to say...
I'll give you your guess first before I say it. Because I don't know the exact number, but...
It's above 200.
Okay.
Because I believe at the... Well... I want to...
It's a good question.
It is, because he also did not play for a specific amount of time.
Yeah, he missed he missed a good amount of time last year, unfortunately.
I don't know. I'm gonna say 293.
Really? Okay. I was gonna say something.
I feel like that might be on the high end.
Yeah, I was gonna say something.
But I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt.
I was gonna say like 230, 240.
I mean, look, he struck out Jock. You know,
he struck out Jock.
He can strike people out, and he is a really good pitcher, right? So giving him the benefit of the doubt here, but I'm curious to know the exact number.
I'm actually looking it up right now, so I'm gonna check his profile, or at least his bio on MILB the MILB app right now, and we're gonna look and see where is my.
Because I believe at one point towards the end of the season he had 183.
Oh yeah, like he had yeah. I mean, this first season.
After his first season, I believe it was 183.
Back here. I don't know why I'm using my phone. I should have just looked this up online. It doesn't work. Here we go. Huh? Oh no. Sorry, technical difficulties, but resolved. The exact number of the amount of strikeouts Ryan has in his minor league career so far. 221.
Oh wow!
So lower than
both.
I was close.
Yes,
I'm the closest. Close. I said 230, 240.
Yes, you were
but
close.
221 is where he's at right now. And 149 and 2/3 innings. That's still really good. That's still freaking good, man.
I mean, what does that come down to? That's got to be, 1.5 strikeouts an inning.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
like almost 2 strikeouts per inning.
Yeah, really, that's fucking insane.
So if anybody,
pardon my French, but that's fucking insane.
For everyone who doesn't understand baseball jargon, if you have more strikeouts in the amount of innings that you've pitched, the amount of times that you've stepped on the mound,
yes,
that's really good.
Yes.
That's really good, especially if you have like double like the amount of innings.
Yeah,
'Cause
absolutely.
Some people have done that, and holy crap, it's really good.
Yeah, absolutely. So, what do you say? Why don't we open up the chat for one more question, and then we'll continue on with our spiel.
Absolutely. If any of them have a question,
Yeah, if anyone else in the chat has a question, if not, we'll give it a minute or two here, and then we'll move on.
oh yeah.
So I mean, just a upcoming look. After we're done, we're gonna be talking about some anime, and then we're gonna be talking about a little bit of video games, and then we got another rank dis segment coming up. Rank dis.
I'm excited.
Yes, this week's going to be fun, and I'm going to be very judgmental.
So am I.
Yes, and
But that's the point. That's the point.
and yeah, no. All right, Angela.
Thank you, Angela.
for coming in.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful and pleasant night, and stay warm.
Are any of us
Stay warm,
still
have some
playing
hot cocoa.
organized baseball? Well, for the short answer, myself, no, I am not. But
I am currently playing at Dutchess Community College for the spring. Our season starts St. Patty's Day, and then it will end at the beginning of May or at the end of April. I'm excited for it. I'm starting to get used to the new group that I have, and obviously the guys who were there originally. I mean, they're good guys. I like hanging out with them. They're fun to be with, and I think we're gonna be a lot better than last year because last year we were terrible.
That's
We
good
only
to
had-
hear.
We only had 2 whole wins last year.
That is
was
good
it.
to hear.
And I think that we're gonna pull. We actually did like a over and under,
Yeah.
and we were like, I think the over under was 5.5.
Okay. Well, that's improvement. Hey, I mean, if
So-
you're improving,
Yeah, compared to last year's 2 wins, the
Yeah.
5.5 for the like 22.
I mean, there
game season that we
there
play.
also might be some roster changes from the other teams that might have
Oh, yeah.
screwed with them. So
Yeah, that's happened. That had happened a bunch of times already.
so,
And I am doing I am doing the camera job for Hudson Valley Renegades again.
yes.
I will be returning. And if you guys have MILB.TV, log on to a Hudson Valley Renegades game. You might see me cameraing it up.
Absolutely.
I'll give you the good looks, all right?
So, Demon Slayer
It's coming. I forgot
Friday.
about that. Oh my god, it's this Friday.
Friday.
Holy crap. Are we going?
Yes. Yes. Friday.
Well, I got plans Friday, so
In theaters. Right? So, I gotta ask, it was a good season last season, right? The entertainment district.
Some people say nay with it just because it takes place in just that one setting,
Yeah.
which I get, but to each their own.
So, what do you expect from this season of Demon Slayer? Honestly, what do you expect to see?
Well, I mean, there's not really much to go with what they have already. I mean, they talked about how they have, what is it, the Mist Hashira and the Love Hashira coming. The 2 new
Yes.
Hashira. You're going to see them a lot. You're going to see a new enemy.
Yes.
I absolutely think there's going to be at least 2 new enemies. And you might even see the head demon maybe take part of something.
Yeah.
Because the story is technically wrapping up very soon.
Yes.
So-
Technically, it's only supposed to be 5 seasons, so this would be the middle part.
This will be the middle part. So I think, who's the main guy, the main name?
Well, I just called him fake Michael Jackson, but
Like Michael Jackson.
uh,
Well, he's not the one. There's another one. There's another guy.
well, they showed at the end of the last one that of the last season of the enemy that was going to be showing up, at least the rainbow-eyed one, right? I don't remember the name off the top of my head, but I'm expecting Tanjiro's son, whatever it is that he's going on with his head that enhances his power, right? I want that to be explained. I'm really hoping that that's explained in this
They
season.
probably will. They'll probably make a few
Yeah.
episodes where they literally explain it, and then he pretty much uses it to its full potential.
Hopefully. So rumors say that Inosuke and Zenitsu will not be in the main story of the season.
Really? They'll just be side characters on a side thing?
That's what I've heard.
Really?
So, how do you feel about that?
Hearing that's kind of unfortunate. But I can see it, though, because of, like, the fact that they've been a part of the main storyline for so long. It can kind of make sense to kind of... And especially with it, coming... the series is a little more than halfway through now.
Yep.
Or at least... Yeah, it's halfway through.
Yeah.
It's pretty much at the halfway point mark. Or at least halfway through Season 3 it will.
Yes.
They'll start to focus a little bit more again on Tanjiro.
Yeah, hopefully.
Him becoming more, like, of a...
Almost like what they're doing with Deku.
Yeah.
In My Hero.
Yeah.
So, do you expect these two Hashira to kind of outstep Uzui and Rengoku?
They have to, right? Just because, like,
Technically, Rengoku was like one of the top 3, wasn't he?
he
So,
was,
I mean, like-
he was the third Hashira.
So, maybe.
Maybe. I mean, like but they also could be like in the middle pack as well, just because like
Yeah.
they may show the best Hashira at the end.
It's possible.
Because
I
it will
think
come down to the end.
Guillaume is the first
Yes,
Hashira.
Guillaume is the first one. Yeah, that's the
So-
first guy you see in the first episode.
Yeah. No, that's Giyu. That's Tomioka. I believe he is the 9th or 10th.
Oh, okay.
But I gotta ask you, 'cause it's killing me. Why is My Hero Academia so god dang good? Why is it so good?
It's good, man. I mean, like, if people, to the people who really have not been giving the show a chance, you really should, because it's getting darker and darker. Like,
Really dark.
I couldn't strongly recommend it because, like, yeah, you have to get past season 1. You have to get past seasons 1 and 2. Season 3 is where it really kicks up,
Yes.
and now it's like at its peak.
Well, I think season 2 is good because of the games.
Yeah, the games were cool, but like most people didn't want to see that. They wanted to see like them actually like fighting villains. And,
Well, then,
like,
in the third season you get
people killing people.
all for one versus one for all. So.
Yeah.
But where do you think the story goes from here? Deku's a beast.
Mm-hmm.
Where does his story go from here?
So I mean, it's gonna have to come down, at some point to him and
One for all.
One for all or all for one.
All for one. I'm sorry.
But he is gonna master all the, one
all
for
the
all
abilities.
He will be able to do that, since now that literally everybody that was handed down the quirk is now starting to contribute to, Deku's progression,
Yes.
because they're able to do that now, just for the sole fact that he has the ability.
Yeah.
So he's gonna get stronger, he's gonna get smarter, he's gonna get faster, and then it really, I mean, we see it in like the beginning and the end of the credits and stuff like that. The UA students.
Yeah, I really want to see where they're coming into this.
I know. I
Because
think
they haven't showed them.
I think at some
couple
point
episodes.
they're gonna leave the school and be like, "Hey, we're with you. We don't give a shit.
I think.
We don't care what you say. We're gonna help
Yeah.
you with this. You need help."
Yeah.
The three
Yeah.
the 3 main guys are not gonna be enough.
Yeah.
Like them 4, it's not gonna be enough. So I would say that at some point they're definitely.
I would love to see, Todoroki and Bakugo kind of being the leaders of the class.
Yeah.
And then getting Ida and Uraraka, they're both going to agree with them.
Yep.
Obviously, but then, guys, we need not just the two of us can help him.
You know who you said that like Bakugo and Todoroki would be the leader. You know who I think is going to be the leader of that? Uraraka.
You think?
I think so. I think
wouldn't doubt it.
I think she's
I've-
just showing by the title screen and the ending screen.
Well, she's the one that's
she's the
gonna
one that's
end up.
stepping up in front of everybody.
Well, she's gonna be the one that's reaching out to Deku.
Yeah.
That's going to be. I feel like, if anything, I feel like the story might be them searching for Deku, not knowing where he is, and no one wanting to provide where he is to the students, and they kind of just go off on their adventure and try to bring Deku back. Like, come with us.
Yeah.
We will help.
Mm-hmm.
Bring us with you. The anime is so good, people. Take a chance, watch it. I promise it is very good.
Very, very good.
So, last week ended the MLB The Show tech test, right? We both played it.
Still technically have it. You can play with practice mode still.
Really?
Yep.
Interesting to know. I did not know that.
Did you delete it yet?
No.
Well, there you go.
Well, good to know. So, you obviously played ranked co-op with myself and Rigatoni here.
Yep. We played like 1 or 2 games?
We played a couple games of ranked co-op. What do you think of it, and what are you hoping comes from it?
So, if I remember correctly, we still played a bunch of toxic bastards, so it didn't really matter.
Yes. Yeah.
About that. But I mean, I think I just think home runs are going to be down this year with that. If it stays the same as the tech test, you know, big blasts are going to be down, and all the balls that like. And we played a game. We played a game with the tech test, and then we played a game after the tech test, and like. You know, like it was like
it was like completely polar opposite.
Polar opposite to what the games were.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm starting to jog back my memory with that fucking glitch that we had.
Yep.
Oh my god, we had this glitch where like it was crazy. Like I don't even know. It was the team co-op. It was the where we played as
it was
the
just
teams.
a regular co-op.
It was just regular co-op, not using our Diamond Dynasty teams. So like we were playing as the Mets, and they were playing as somebody else. Like Mark Hanna had like 2 bats coming up to him at home plate. And then, like he hit
one
the ball,
guy
got a hit. One guy showed up out of the bullpen.
It was Nito.
Nito came, Nito hit the ball right, and then he ran behind home plate, and then ran to second.
And then he ran to left field, and then came to second base.
We're like,
what is going on?
What the hell's happening? I actually kept the clip.
So, but you know, the ranked co-op is actually kind of fun. The games are, you know, pretty competitive.
Yeah.
Right? It's I feel like it's going to be good addition to the game. Mm-hmm. What kind of rewards are you expecting to be like given for ranked co-op?
I mean,
Do you think it's going to be the same as ranked ranked seasons?
Probably. I mean, like I would like to think that it would if they want to get attraction for it. You know what I mean? Like if they get the very rare rewards that you can like they're going to make very rare rewards that you can only get in ranked co-op mode.
Yeah.
Which would be great because then we can actually be able to get guys like that because we don't do events and
we don't really play online
and like you know an online versus we don't do ranked seasons and we don't do battle royale. We don't do that.
Out of all of us, Tony is the only one that really plays online. He's only played like 5 games.
Well, we'll actually play online when we're playing with each other because it's just fun that way. We're able to piggyback off each other. We're able to pick each other up when someone's down.
Absolutely.
You know, instead of like, you know, you playing a game by yourself against somebody and he's just absolutely destroying you and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
So like it'll be a real big game changer to the game.
Yeah.
So and I'm excited for it. And if it really is like seemingly what it was in the tech test, we had a pretty decent amount of fun with it, and obviously if the game's like close to 90%, then I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I can't speak enough how excited I am to actually like have some. Well, I always kind of have like the entice to play co-op because I'm able to play with you guys, and that's the only kind of online play.
Yeah, we're always asking each other if we want to play a game, with co-op.
But it's good for you and Tony to have like the entice to want to play it.
I'm just so glad that's actually gonna like progress your Diamond Dynasty.
Yeah.
And actually give you experience to the right, for the right thing. So I'm and for rewards to be able to do I'm excited. Gives you a purpose to play it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I really do like that. And then I'm still a big advocate for like the offline modes like Road to the Show and
yes, absolutely.
And franchise mode. I don't know
March to October. Love it.
This Friday is a Road to the Show feature. So they're going to talk about Road to the Show.
Okay.
They're going to talk about what's new with that. I had a question for you. How did you feel about the archetypes last year?
I didn't mind it, but I don't know. I feel like they could spice it up a little bit and make it better, but I also feel like it wasn't bad. Mm-hmm. Right? Power,
it's just
contact.
It was It's just confusing to me.
It was the perks and everything like that. It was a little confusing. I'm hoping that they get rid of that, and just kind of give us like hey, this is what you got. You're upgrading your card through
I just want to be
whatever.
able to upgrade the attributes that I want to upgrade.
Yes.
If I want to upgrade my power against righties, I want to upgrade my power against righties. If I want to upgrade my arm strength, I want to upgrade my arm strength. If I want to upgrade my stealing ability, my durability.
Yep.
Just
and clutch is going to be big in this game. Clutch.
Yep.
Want to just like. I'm really hoping that they change it up a little bit. I'll be interested to tune in for that one.
Yeah, because clutch in this game now, it's if there's runners on base, your clutch replaces your contact against
runners in scoring position.
It's runners in scoring position.
Yes.
If the runners are in scoring position, the batter's attribute for contact is now replaced by their attribute of clutch. So whatever their clutch is, that's their contact, and it could be bad or worse.
Yeah.
Like I actually noticed that with Mike Trout.
Yeah.
His contact goes down actually.
Yeah.
It goes to like a 60.
Yeah.
And that's like what?
Yeah,
like
I
everything
know.
for him is like 90 or above.
It's kind of crazy.
It's like
it's gonna be a big aspect in the game. I really think it's gonna be a big aspect.
Yeah.
So it's time for rank this.
Rank this.
thought about it.
So, this week we're going to be doing the NFL logos tier list. We have our categories once again. Perfect. Straight gas, which means it is really, really good. Just right. It's just right. Not terrible. And then that's ass. That's ass. So I'm gonna be real judgmental with this, because all of these logos are the same. So it's it's gonna be something.
It's gonna be interesting. I'm
it's
very
gonna be
intrigued to see what you think.
Yeah,
about all this.
I'm excited to hear your opinions on this too. So, first off, the Arizona Cardinals.
The Arizona Cardinals, not to be confused with the St. Louis Cardinals, because there's two names, but different logo style. Instead of like something to do with the football or football equipment or the actual team's name being spread out on the logo with the Cardinal, it's just the Cardinal's head.
Yes.
With the golden beak and the black trim.
I think it represents, the Cardinals well. But I feel like they could spice it up.
They could spice it up a little bit. I do like their old logo with the Cardinal, with the kind of like hand-drawn Cardinal. I think it looked kind of cool because that was like you said, a little more spicy
even if they were able to get like a Cardinal spreading its wings or something, or a flying Cardinal, like that would be much better.
Yeah.
I still think it's good though.
I still think it's good. Would you give it its just right? Maybe.
Yeah, I would go just right. If not, maybe even straight gas. Yeah, because I don't think it's bad. I think the black. So their uniforms with the black in it, I think it adds a really, really good aspect to the logo itself. So I think with that, I might go straight gas, but I'm okay with going just right here. What do you think? Straight gas, people. See, and that border just went away. Can't even see it anymore.
That's nice.
Right?
Look at that. Nice and blended in. All right. So now we got the Atlanta Falcons. Now this one I always found confusing because I always thought that this whole thing was a falcon head.
Yeah.
But it's not.
It's not.
It's actually not. It's literally the falcon body with the head here and the beak,
and
the feathers for the wing, and then the claw.
Yep. It is.
That's actually very intuitive and very cool.
Yeah.
I never knew that for the longest time.
Honestly, another aspect that I really love, it's in the shape of an F.
And it's in the shape of an F.
For a falcon.
For a falcon. I honestly think that this logo is really, really well done.
I agree.
I think 100%. That this might be perfect, man.
I'll do that too. Just because of the fact that I found out very recently that it's not a falcon head. Like, I thought, like, the claws was, like, the bottom, like, beak.
Yeah.
And this was the beak. No, it's literally a whole falcon
Yep.
flying with the claws in front of him.
So
I like that a lot, too. So, perfect.
Baltimore Ravens.
The Baltimore Ravens.
They include the B in the logo.
Yes, they did include a B in the logo, and obviously this is reminiscent to the famous Edgar Allan Poe's Ravens story that y'all learned in elementary school, whether you liked it or not. And they incorporated the purple because it's very gothic.
Yes.
And that like kind of like beigey or like like that beige kind of color with the gold and then the white beak. It's what do you think?
It's not bad, but it's kind of bland for me.
Yeah, like it doesn't really like wow me.
It doesn't wow me. I think I have to go just right here because it does kind of encompass everything well, but me being an NFL fan, I would like to see it spiced up a little bit. See a little, finesse in the logo, right?
I would agree too. Just right seems to be just right for this logo.
Yeah. The Buffalo Bills.
The Buffalo Bills. I am actually partial to Buffalo. I love Buffaloes. They're cool looking.
So, I mean, it is a bill, right? And I love that red stripe coming from the eye.
From the eyeball.
Like, as it's charging forward, as a, like
a big buffalo would, and I'd be scared shit. I'd poop in my pants if I see this big buffalo.
And like the name is Bills, but I mean,
such,
like
the
city is Buffalo.
Yeah.
So like it's
and the same thing with hockey too. We'll get to hockey very soon, and I'll let you know my opinions about the Buffalo Sabres logo. But this one, like, it's such an iconic logo. I just like it a lot. Like it's clean. And like I said, I'm partial to Buffaloes.
I'm leaning straight gas.
Yeah, I'd say straight gas as well. Not perfect.
No, not perfect.
But it's very iconic, and
yes.
It's just nice looking. It's very, very nice looking and clean. I really do like it. The Carolina Panthers. With the big Black Panther head. With the teal trim. Like the aquamarine kind of trim.
So, I don't mind it.
I actually have always liked the Panthers.
I've kind of always liked the logo.
I've always liked it. I actually wish that they would incorporate the black a little more.
Okay. I can see that.
In the uniforms.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I love their all black uniforms. With the blue trim.
Yep.
And the little white trim. That it just looks so nice. And I actually like this logo over the old one that was the Panther head, but it just looked didn't look exciting. Like if this was that old logo, I probably would give it a not terrible.
Yeah.
Or maybe a just right. But this for me, it's honestly leaning towards straight gas.
Straight gas. I agree. Straight gas.
Right.
I was leaning like it, just right, but on the high end. So I'm good with going straight gas there.
All right, cool. The Chicago Bears. One of the oldest teams in the NFL. And as you can see, not a whole lot going on.
You can't make it like the Grizzly Bears logo, like, the Grizzlies logo in the NBA. Like, you can't, like, make it like an actual bear.
That you're named out after?
Like, this is the thing with last week. We were talking about the Cleveland Guardians logo. It's a C. People, come on. Just a letter. I get it. Some logos can get that impact with just doing that, but this logo has been around for ages.
They need to incorporate a bear, man.
They need to have an alternate logo or just a main logo.
It should be their alternate logo. It should not be their main logo.
Yes, and honestly, that's ass, man.
Yeah,
it's just not. It's not. Ugh.
It doesn't do it for me.
No, it doesn't.
Sometimes I'm partial to the old classic 1800s letters logos where they look Victorian and they're cool, but this just doesn't do it for me. I think the Bears really need to spice it up a little bit. Add an actual bear, because and it's also a little hard going from these logos where literally every single one shows what. They're all animals, so they all show the animals that they are.
They all encompass what the team is.
Where we go to another animal, and it's that.
Yeah. I mean, it's... Yeah. It's yeah.
Nice.
Cincinnati Bengals.
Cincinnati Bengals.
Now, I like this logo.
I've always liked this logo.
It
yes.
pays justice to the Bengal. It's obviously in the same color. It's got the stripes.
It's a Bengal
and
pattern
it's in
with
the B.
Yeah, and I've always loved that orange and black
Yes.
stripe pattern. It looks so nice. And their helmets.
Yes.
Oh, their helmets. Looks so nice.
Straight gas.
Yeah, straight gas. Not necessarily perfect because
Yes.
they could do a little bit more there.
Yeah.
Because it's literally just a B. But at least, unlike the Bears, they at least like added like the actual like pattern of the Bengal
So
tiger.
I want to kind of incorporate something into this. I think when we label what tier it should be in, I think we should say, hey, what can they do to improve it, right? And make it the next tier. Yeah. If they were to make this a lunging tiger. Like a tiger jumping at you like this.
They have one like that though, but that's not their main logo.
It's not. If that was their main logo, that's perfect, in my opinion.
Like honestly, like if you think about it, the most of these teams, if they just use their alternate logos as their main logos, it would be 1,000 times better.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like they would all be straight gas, perfect. You know what
absolutely.
I mean? So I agree with you on that. I think the lunging tiger, the lunging Bengal would be cool.
Yeah. So Cleveland Browns.
I
want to hear your thoughts on this.
It's just a football helmet.
So, with the team name Browns, right?
Is there brown in this logo?
Why is it just a helmet? And I get like it might be hard to make a logo after that, but Brownie the Elf.
Yes.
They make that their logo.
Make that their main logo. Brownie the Elf. I love him so much.
If they
he
make
looks
it
so cool, especially the fact that they put him on the 50-yard line of the field as their logo. Make that their main logo. Brownie the Elf, man.
Yeah, really.
That would be perfect.
If Brownie,
that
would be perfect.
If it would be perfect, but since it's just it's still the helmet as it's been for the last like 20 years.
Like, and for like they don't have a logo on their helmet, and
No.
like the team name is Browns, and they just incorporated brown in their uniform like 2 years ago.
Yeah, right. They were just orange and black for the longest time, like Cincinnati.
And they still have a uniform where it's just all orange and black.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I wouldn't. I will say this though. I won't say that it's ass.
Yeah, I can't.
But I can't really put it in just right.
I can't put it in just right. I think not terrible is kind of like the perfect category for it.
Yeah, like it's okay. Like I don't hate it, but it could
Yeah.
be Brownie the Elf, man.
Yeah.
Like, we could have Brownie the Elf. It would be so cool.
For real.
Seriously.
Many of these logos could be perfect if they use their alternate.
Oh my god! Like some of the looks that we have seen with their alternates, it could be so much better.
The Dallas Cowgirls.
Oh yeah. It's a star.
It's just right. It's dumb.
Yeah.
It's dumb.
I can get behind that too.
But for everything that it like kind of encompasses their team, I think it's just right.
State of Texas.
Yeah, I think it's just right.
Yeah, same.
I don't really think that there needs to be like much discussion on that either. Like, I mean, if it was to move, it's not terrible, right?
The Denver Broncos. I love the name. I love the name Broncos. It's a great name.
I really like the logo.
I really like this logo. I will say though, it would be a perfect if they had still been using their old logo with the D and the big bucking Bronco with the helmet on him.
Absolutely.
Holy shit, that would be perfect.
Yes.
But I won't say it's perfect, but I can say it's straight gas.
I can definitely agree. It's straight gas.
I mean, like I said, I'm partial to blue and orange. They're navy blue and orange. They don't really use.
If they incorporated a navy blue a little bit in there, I would think it would be.
Yeah, like they're mostly just white and the orange. Yeah, you're right. If they actually like had like a navy blue uniform, where you like all navy blue uniform with the orange trim, that'd be cool. I put it in straight gas. It's not bad. The Detroit Lions.
Coming from a
Packer fan to the Detroit Lions, as you know me with the Bears, that's a legitimate reason. That's not just because I'm biased and I'm a Packers fan.
Yes, that is for a legitimate reason.
I'll actually say I've always liked the Lions' logo.
Honestly, man, I think it's perfect. it encompasses the lion well,
Mm-hmm.
right? The city chose, like the team chose those colors,
Yep.
right? So making it that color it's the right thing to do. If they maybe added a little bit of shading into like the mane, right? I think it would be like really perfect. Like it would, no doubt, it's perfect.
Yeah, it's
But
like one of the more flashiest logos in
It
the
is.
in the NFL.
it really is.
I would give it a straight gas, but I actually won't be angry if we end up putting it in perfect.
We'll go straight. We'll go straight gas. I think that is on the low end. Like it's literally on the cusp. I think on that level where
Where it could fall into
it's
the
it's a
perfect
coin
category.
flip.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, all the Lions
Yeah.
fans are going to say it's perfect because you're a Lions fan, but
Yeah.
I
Well,
could say that it's perfect.
We're
but
about to
it's
come
still-
up to our teams, and I don't know if we're gonna be so partial to it. So
Yeah.
I want to hear you here.
Green Bay Packers, my favorite team. I mean, it's a G.
It's a G.
I do at least like the fact that they kind of like colored in. It's in a football shape. It's in an oval. That's kind of like what they went for. They went with the G with a football shape, so at least it's kind of in the football category.
Yes.
I won't say it's perfect. Honestly, it could, for me, be straight gas or just right. For me,
So
I won't say it's not terrible,
so
but like
out of all
Like
of the
for the let me get this out of the way. For
Yeah, go
the
ahead.
Packers fan, biased Packers fan, and me, straight gas. For the okay, I'm like with good terms, just right. But like, I wouldn't
So-
put it not terrible.
out of all of the kind of just bland 1-2 letter word logos, right? This is probably one of them that I like a little bit more, right? But like you said, it's just a G.
But what brings it up for me is the colors. Green gold is such a great color scheme.
It is.
At least it's not a bland color scheme
Yes.
where it's just orange and white,
Very, very true.
or it's just blue and white.
Very, very true.
You know what I mean?
Like, I'm okay with going just right here.
Me too. I would say just right is just that makes me feel more comfortable to put it in this
Yeah.
category, just because it's not flashy whatsoever.
Yeah.
But the colors hold it up, and that's pretty much about it. I mean, what else are you gonna do with like the name Packers? It's literally it's named after the cheese Packers of Green Bay.
Yeah.
Like, what else are you gonna do? I will say though, I do like the original logo with the old like leathered up equipment football man
Yeah.
with the green with the state of Wisconsin in green and gold behind him with the star of Green Bay being shown, like where Green Bay is located on
Yeah.
at least I believe that was on there. I would say that's a little better. That would probably put it in straight gas.
Yeah, probably.
But since it's just what it is, it's been the same logo for the longest time. I would put it. It's just right. It's just right. Very iconic. You know, you notice, you know what that team is as soon as you see it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Houston Texans.
Now, being a Colts fan, I am not partial to this at all. I think it is a very, very good logo.
Yes, me
I
too.
think it is a very,
I've
very
always,
good logo.
I've always liked the Houston Texans look, and it's such
Yes.
a cool look with the bullhead.
and
with
you have the
with
star
the
in
stars
the
in the
eye.
eye
You know, like
as the bull's
the
eye.
color scheme is very good.
Mhm.
You know, the white, you have the red and
It's
the
just,
blue.
It's just very
and
clean.
It really is.
It's very clean.
You know, this is another one kind of like the Lions for me, where I feel like it could really be on the cusp of being perfect.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
But would you say it's perfect?
I mean, it is a fantastic logo,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it's a better logo than all of those in straight gas.
Would you say it's better than the Falcons?
No.
No?
I can't say it's better than the Falcons.
I would
There's
say
so
that
many.
too.
There's so many
I-
things that are
Yeah.
intrusive and exquisite with
as
it.
soon as I finished that question, I was like, why did I ask that?
Yeah.
Straight gas. We'll put it in straight gas.
Okay.
I can agree with that. The Indianapolis Colts. The horseshoe.
It's a horseshoe. If they used their alternate logo of the fucking cult, it would be straight gas.
Wasn't
because
it
that
like
logo is nice.
Didn't they have like a cult, like Bronco kind of look?
Yeah, they did. And they also have one where it's, like in the shape of Indianapolis, or Indiana, I'm sorry. But I'm sorry, I don't care for it. It's
Oh yeah, that logo.
Yeah.
That was that. Yeah, with the bucking horse with the Colt helmet flying off
and
its
then-
head with the football holding it. If I would say that's perfect.
Yes.
I would say that's perfect. If it was that logo. You want to know what their actual like secondary logo is?
Oh, I know what it is. It's awful.
That's terrible.
It's awful.
Oh my
It's
god.
practically the same thing.
Yeah.
Just turned sideways.
But then.
and then it's
You
Indiana.
got the state of Indiana in the middle, which.
Look, this logo, it's not terrible.
Yeah, it's
Right.
iconic.
It's
They're an
not
iconic
terrible. It's been
logo.
around for a while.
I've always liked the Colts look.
Yes. But it's not good. It's not just right. I would go not terrible.
Okay. I agree. Next is the Jacksonville Jaguars with the big Jaguar head. The Jaguar head.
This is another one.
It's another one where I really like it.
This is another one where it's like the Texans and the Lions for me. But this one I do think is perfect.
I would think so as well. They really had stepped it up from the original logo.
Yes.
Even though I did like the original logo, it had its character. But they put so much detail into this one.
Yeah.
And I love their color scheme. I love how they've incorporated like the teal tongue that they have here,
Yes.
like the sea green, kind of.
I love it.
It's such a.
And I
good
hate the
look.
Jaguars.
I
hate
the
'em.
Jaguars, and they have some nice ass uniforms.
Yeah.
And their helmets too with the two
Their
tone.
their
The
logo is
ombre.
fantastic.
Oh my god. Perfect.
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 Kansas City Chiefs.
The Kansas City Chiefs.
This
I've always liked this logo.
This is
And I've
another
always liked the
this,
colors.
this is another one where I think it could go straight gas, but honestly, I think this is just right. I think the logo's just right.
Yeah, it's not the most extravagant.
Yeah,
The only-
it's
I mean,
not.
it's cool. But the only thing going for it is the arrowhead.
Yeah.
It's literally just an arrowhead with the KC inside that's in red and I think there's a gold trim. Actually, there isn't even a gold trim, which they should incorporate. But I would say, yeah, it's on the cusp of just right.
Yes.
It could be straight gas, but I would agree, it's just right. It's very very satisfying logo to look at.
Yes.
I wouldn't say it's like whoa,
Yeah.
like these ones are.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. It's just right.
The Chargers.
The not San Diego Chargers, Los Angeles Chargers. I almost flubbed that one. Lightning bolt for the Charger.
It's not bad.
Not bad, but
I think this is another one where it's like Kansas City. It's just right. There's not much you could do with it, right?
yeah, I wouldn't put it in the straight gas category, but I
No.
wouldn't put it not terrible. It's
Yeah.
nice.
I think
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's intuitive. It's it's not just
It pays homage.
Yes, and it actually accords to the name where it's like a lightning bolt charger. That's what they're
Yep.
named after. And it's not just like a letter.
Yeah.
It's it shows what it is.
Yep.
I will say though, if people who don't know football look at this logo, they're not gonna know who the team.
Yeah,
is. They're
absolutely.
gonna think they're the Bolts or something.
Yeah. Oh, the
the
bolt, the
Lightning.
bolts,
Or the Lightning.
lightning, maybe.
But I'd still put it in just right.
Just right.
It's nice. I like the.
Yeah.
I really like the gold and the bright blue
Yeah.
look. It looks very nice.
So the other LA team, the Los Angeles Rams.
Okay, I will absolutely say I was very disappointed to see their rebrand.
Yeah, that old logo that they had was
That old Ram logo was fire.
it was very good.
Oh, that would probably be perfect
It would.
if it was the
Yeah, I think it
Rams
would.
head. It was such a good looking logo. I would actually use that logo when I would create a team in the old Madden games, just because of how good it looked. And even in NHL, they have it where they have a Rams head looking like the old St. Louis Rams head, and Oh, and I love the look even more when they moved back to LA when they got rid of the gold and it was just the navy blue and white.
Yeah.
That was perfect.
And
then they go and do this.
I mean, although
I will absolutely say, it's not bad.
it's not.
It's intuitive. You got the L and the A, and the A turning into the ram horn.
Yes.
Ram's horn. And you can actually
kind of make out of a ram
head. Yeah,
head.
you kind of like if I cover up the A like that a little bit, you can see a ram's head there.
I think it's just right.
I would say it's just right too, but it would be perfect if it was their old logo.
And it's a disappointment.
Just before they rebranded to this logo.
Yeah.
And their uniforms are terrible. I hate their uniforms. They're the worst uniforms in the NFL.
Yeah, they're bad.
They're terrible. But their actual like emblem logo, just right.
All right.
The Las Vegas Raiders. I've always loved this logo.
Yeah, it's a really good logo. I don't know if it's perfect.
I would say it's on the cusp.
I would say it's
straight gas.
Yeah, I would definitely agree it's straight gas, but
I would be
think it's on the cusp.
with Detroit and Texas, where it's on the cusp of perfect. But it's not just there. But like it's good. I still really, really like it with the old timey you know, like leather football helmet head with the eye patch and the swords behind them with the two blades. Like that just looks good. I like it a lot. And then, you know, the kind of like with the uniform old fashioned, you know, kind of like emblem here shape. I don't really know what shape that is, but it's very like
it's almost like a shield.
Yeah, like they use a shield shape, and a lot of logos like that back in the day would use a shield logo like that, especially with like industries and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And like clubs.
Yeah.
And this is a football club, and I would say it's straight gas.
Straight gas.
The Miami Dolphins.
It's a good logo.
Yes. I've always loved the teal and orange.
Straight gas for me.
Mm-hmm.
To make it perfect, fill in the sun.
Right? Right.
If
it's
you
not
fill...
bad. Like, the sun's rays being orange is cool. If there's something a little bit in the middle there,
maybe a little bit of shading going towards the middle the orange.
I would say, too, like, I don't even know... I might be wrong here, but, like, we can't really see it. But if there's more of, like, an angry dolphin face like the old one...
Yeah.
Like, how, like, mean the dolphin actually kind of looked. This is more just kind of, like, just for show.
Yeah.
Dolphin. I would say it would make it a little better. It still wouldn't be perfect, but I'd say, like, if I had to give, like, my little 2 cents in there, add, like, a, you know, like a mean face in the dolphin.
Mm-hmm.
But straight gas.
Straight gas.
Straight gas. The Minnesota Vikings.
I want to hear your input on this because I'm leaning in the top category here.
I've always loved this logo.
I think, honestly, that this is on par one of the best logos in the league.
Yes, absolutely. It's the freaking Viking head.
Literally.
And very detailed with the beard and the braided hair and everything, and
literally,
the horns, the
face. They encust a little purple
Hulk Hogan mutton chops there.
Literally, dude. This is perfect.
Yeah. You know what? I agree. It's perfect. I would.
They
say
really
that.
do a good job, man.
It's such a good looking logo.
Yeah.
And very iconic, and I would see this logo every time I go over Randy's house.
Yes, you would.
And I didn't hate it.
Yeah.
I didn't hate it. It's a good look. I've always liked the Vikings look. I love the purple. I love how they incorporated more of the purple now.
Yes.
It's good. Perfect. I have to agree.
Now, your brother's favorite team.
Mm-hmm. The New England Patriots. What is your opinion about this logo?
Look, I think it's a good logo. I would lean.
It's iconic.
It's iconic.
Mm-hmm. You think of Tom Brady as soon as you see it?
Yes.
Bill Belichick.
This may be a little biased, but I think it's just right. I have such a hard time putting straight gas.
Now, if it was Patriot Pat,
yes,
it's perfect. In my opinion, it's perfect.
Down to the nail.
With Patriot Pat, if that is their main logo, it is perfect.
Yes.
But this is not entirely doing it for me. I mean, like it's got the funky head with the Patriot hat that kind of goes out into a stripe. It makes the mascot look even scarier in real life.
It does.
So I'd say it's just right. I won't give it. It's not terrible.
Yeah.
because it's iconic and
Yeah.
you know it's good, but
So
it's not Patriot Pat. Not Patriot Pat.
the New Orleans Saints.
New Orleans Saints. They've had the same logo ever since they have been joined to the NFL, I think, right?
And I think they got it just right.
Yeah, just right. It's nice.
It is. It's
nice. But like what like shape is like this again?
I cannot tell
like
you off the
it's
top
not a
of my
spade, right?
head. No.
No, it's like
I honestly couldn't tell you what the shape of it was.
I think it's
supposed to
like
be.
I think it's supposed to be like a Saints like emblem.
Yeah, I believe so.
I
but
mean, obviously because they're called the Saints.
It's just right. They involved the colors very well. You know,
I like their gold. It's nice. It's a nice look.
I think it's just right.
Yeah, just right. All hail the New York Giants.
And that's freaking ass.
You think that's ass?
It's an NY.
Yeah.
New York Yankees.
Mm-hmm.
It's an NY.
Yeah. I would say if it was their logo that they had like back in like the 80s and 70s where it was the Giants and like the white lettering with the blue like
it would be much better for me.
With the red trim, it would probably be just right for me.
Yeah, I would think it would be just right, but it's another one of them where
it's literally just a white and red trimmed NY. I'm sorry, Uncle Joe, but you guys could do better than this.
It's not good.
And this is what you guys go by.
Yeah.
That's what the Giants go by. So
it's not. No, that's ass. Rank this. That's ass. The other New York team.
The other New York team that plays in New Jersey.
Yes.
The New York Jets. I would say I like their old logo better.
Yes, like the plain aspect better. Now their alternate logo, the jet, I think it's good.
Yeah.
I think that would be straight gas for me. Mm-hmm. But
I've always loved the like jets, like with the Kelly green and like the jet flying underneath it. I think it was. That was one of the best logos ever made.
That was
how
very
simplistic
good
it was very very good. But
what are you thinking for this though?
Honestly, it could be just right, but I'd honestly not be mad if I put it in not terrible.
I don't. It's not terrible, but it's
got the
kind of
football
just
in it,
it's a football with jets.
It's a football with jets, with another football underneath the jets.
Flare the leaf.
Flare the leaf.
Okay.
For the Saints, huh?
Okay.
Or something like that. Well, we'll say you're right.
Yeah. You got me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm leaning not terrible here. I don't.
Yeah, not terrible.
It's,
I just like their old one better.
Yeah, agreed.
Like the one that they had before they rebranded to this one. I put that in just right. I would put that one in just right.
No.
Maybe even straight pass.
Eagles.
The Philadelphia Eagles.
It's a very good logo.
It's a very good logo. I will say though, their retro logo is way better. That would be perfect.
I think this is straight gas though.
You think this one's straight gas?
I think it's straight gas.
I would put it in just right, but I won't be angry putting it in straight gas. Just because it's it's a mean looking logo the mean, eagle head with screeching with its beak open and the nice like feathers with it at the end of it. I'd say straight gas too, I guess.
Straight gas.
Right. Put that in there. See what happens when we can put another one in there because we kind of ran out of room.
Yeah, it'll make another row.
Would it make another row?
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right, so coming down to the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 logos, we have the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I think they got it just right.
It's not bad.
It's not bad, but obviously it could be a lot better.
Yeah.
It's kind of there. I think what's making it just right is the three stars or diamonds in the different colors.
Mm-hmm.
It does it for me.
They don't use these two colors, but
yeah.
They've made it their own.
Yeah.
So I give it a just right too, just because of the fact that they've made it their own. You see that, you immediately know it's the Steelers. The Seattle Seahawks.
What do you think?
I've always liked it.
I've kind of always liked it as well. Although I don't really think it's up there. I like the Cardinals. Their bird logo, much better.
Mm-hmm.
Much better.
Yeah,
but
I agree.
I think it's just right.
Just right. I think so too. Just because it's not very extravagant. It doesn't really it's not really like the Cardinals. It's in the actual shape of a cardinal head. With this, it's just kind of in its own little kind of funky tone.
Yeah.
Here. I do like the two-tone stripes in the back of the head with the silver and the blue going out to the front. I really like the green eye, the sea green eye.
Yes.
I kind of wish they incorporated that sea green a little better because now it's more of a neon green and I don't like it.
Yeah.
I really wish that they kind of brought back that sea green that's in the eye there and used that instead of the neon.
Yeah.
In my opinion. All right, down to the last 4, we got the San Francisco 49ers.
It's not terrible. It's an iconic logo.
It's an iconic logo. It's aesthetically pleasing, but it's just an S and F in an oval.
Yeah,
with some gold and black trim.
Yeah, I
At least it's filled in.
There's nothing to really. Yeah, there's nothing to really. Would you be okay with giving this just right?
I would be okay with it giving just right. I would. It's not terrible.
It's not. It's not terrible.
It's not terrible. I mean, there is a category for that.
Yeah,
but
it's not terrible.
I'd say it's just right. It's good.
I think it's just right.
It's good. I like it.
All right. Our perfect meter got cut off a little bit.
Did it? No, yes it did.
Let's scroll.
Yeah, I'm just gonna end up scrolling up here.
All right. The
We'll tell you
Tampa
what it
Bay Buccaneers.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers we got going on here.
I think that this logo is very well done.
Yes, it's very, very well done. I love the flag with the sword at the blade.
Yes.
Like the flag is literally at the blade of the sword.
It's a torn flag. They have the logo, kind of like the Raiders do with the swords, right? I really like it. Mm-hmm. I really like it. I think that this would be at the top tier of straight gas, if not perfect.
Mm-hmm. I would actually, I mean...
What do you think? Give me your opinion, man. Come on.
It's hard because, I really like looking at it and, actually, analyzing it. It's close to perfect, but, I never really thought of it as a perfect logo. But I do, but, the more I look at it, the more I think it's perfect.
Yeah.
So I'd give it that.
And if I do not believe I'm mistaken, there is a football in the center of the swords.
Yes.
And then with the skull.
Yes.
So.
Yes. All right, the next team is the Tennessee Titans.
I think you can probably drop it right there.
In the just right category?
The logo with the flames, I like it.
Yeah, I like it.
The sword being the T,
the sword being the T is very nice, and the stars are the T.
Yes.
I think their color scheme is very,
very pleasing.
Very pleasing, and, they've made it their own.
Yeah.
Yeah, I give it a just right. It's not,
They
could do something to make it straight gas. It's on the cusp. It's on the cusp of being straight gas.
Absolutely.
But yeah, just right with it. All right, so now to our final competitor of our tier list for the NFL's logos tier list of perfection, straight gas, just right, not terrible, and bad ass, is the last but certainly not least, Washington Commanders.
The logo's terrible.
Yep.
It's awful.
I really wish culture didn't cancel the Native American head. I really wish cancel culture did not cancel it because it would have been perfect.
It would have been.
It would have been.
That
perfect.
logo was perfect.
It was perfect. It was great. It was such a good looking logo, and it actually represented the Indian culture very accurately.
It did,
and it made them look badass. It made them look badass, man. And I even did a report on the Washington Redskins when they were the Redskins, and it was you had to do a cultural thing where things that should be canceled or whatever. And I did one on how they should not cancel the Redskins logo, and how I did research and how most Native Americans actually like it. 90% of Native Americans actually said they liked it.
Look, people crumble under adversity, and cancel culture does that to everybody. When cancel culture gets on you, you're canceled.
Yep.
There's
no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
People don't want to they want to avoid it at all costs. Yep. So if it means let go, goodbye, sayonara, it's done.
Unfortunately. And with that being said, this new look, it ain't it, Chief.
It ain't it.
It ain't it.
It really ain't it.
It's just, it reeks. It's not good.
It's so bad.
It's not good, and it belongs with the rest of them.
Yeah, really.
It really does.
Well, there you go. There's our ranking of the NFL logos, and I tell you, I think we did pretty good here. I really think we did a good job here.
I know, and there's going to be some people who are going to disagree with this list.
Absolutely, this is opinionated.
Yep, this is
It's all based on our opinion.
And we really tried to steer away from biasness, but
Yes.
of course, there's a little bit in there. We're going to dribble in a little bit, but we're not going to be like totally like, oh, just because like the Packers are my favorite team, they're going to be perfect. No, like
deal with
they're going to deal with it. Rank this.
Rank this.
Rank this.
We did.
And we did, and we declare that the Atlanta Falcons, the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Minnesota Vikings, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have the best logos in the game. Not canceling out any of these guys in the straight cats.
Now, I got to ask, out of those three teams at the very bottom in the Dat's Ass category, which is the worst?
The Commanders.
Really?
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Honestly, I think the Bears logo is awful. I think it's the worst logo in the league.
It was a toss-up between the Bears
Giants.
and the
Giants logo, I guess it's partial to New York.
It's partial to New York, and it's very iconic. I don't
whatever.
mind seeing it, but we put this in this category just because it is boring, and they can change it.
Yes.
They can absolutely make it better.
And the Commanders can obviously make their logo better as well.
Yeah.
But the color scheme, I don't mind it. Right?
Yeah, you know what?
It's at least bold. It's at least striking.
Yeah, I'm going to change my mind. The Bears are the worst.
But the Bears logo, it's not
I'll
there.
I'll say on this list 1 to 3 is the Giants, Commanders, and the Bears.
Yes,
would you agree?
I would agree.
Okay.
I would agree.
What about this one?
Culture least
favorite in this one?
Yeah.
Okay. What about the Jets and the Bears?
You mean the Browns?
Or the Browns, sorry.
I'm going to say that the Jets logo would probably be after that, and then the Browns logo after that.
Okay.
Oh, and it's just in by our reporter, Papa Chuck. It's snowing.
Yes. Really?
So, well, it's not snowing indoors, so that's good.
Thank God it's not snowing indoors.
Well, I think that was a good segment to rank this,
Yes.
What do you think, eh?
I will say that I am thoroughly enjoying this topic, and
Yes.
I can't wait to do more.
And we'll definitely be doing another one next week, as we will try to do this, weekly. If time does not persist, we might not do one some weeks, but we will try to be keeping this going as a regular segment.
Yeah, if we have someone on here that's on here for a little longer, then we may scrap. We'll probably end up putting this in every episode that we do for our floor plan. But
Yes.
if it comes down to we're talking to somebody and it's taking a little while and we're basically on the 2-hour mark and we're trying to close it off, then we'll scrap it. But we'll absolutely use that in the next episode.
Yes.
Because at this point, this is my favorite segment.
Yeah, we love doing that. I mean, honestly, I love the random questions.
Oh yeah, and it's the random
because
questions
I get them all the time, and thank God I have not been getting them the last couple weeks. So it's a good thing.
Oh man, but I would say another successful logo tier list.
Another successful logo tier list, absolutely.
Who's next? The NHL?
We might have to do the NHL, but we also might have to do the
NBA.
NBA. The NBA's got some good logos.
They got some really nice logos too.
I think we do the NBA next.
Okay, we'll save hockey for last.
Save hockey for last.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, folks, we've come to the end. Thank you all for sticking around. The ones who have, the ones who stopped by during the stream, during the podcast. We appreciate you coming. We appreciate your, ability to stay involved in chat.
Thank you again, Angela, and Justice for the subscriptions.
Yes, thank
and
you.
The follows and the shout outs for us. We'll give you a shout out as well. They do stuff. They they talk about cool stories and stuff like that on their podcast, and they're very family friendly. Homie, if you're an Italian, you'll fit right in. And it's great.
There you go.
Mom watches all the time, and they seem like they have a good time.
Well, we appreciate you coming by. We appreciate you sticking around. Until next week at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll see you then.
We will see you Then, when's the date?
It will be the 5th.
The 6th.
It'll be the 6th, people. And we'll see you then. You better be good.